Hello everyone, Darren from DrayTek Australia and New Zealand. In this webinar we'll discuss DrayTek Routers and IoT, which is a technology that stands for the Internet of Things. We'll start by looking at what IoT is, then look at the challenges in IoT connectivity, IoT integration in DrayTek routers including Wi-Fi, and finally wrap up with a real-world example. So what is IoT? In a nutshell, IoT, or the Internet of Things, refers to a vast network of interconnected devices that communicate and exchange data with each other over the Internet. These devices can range from everyday objects like smart fridges and coffee machines, lights, climate control systems, and wearable fitness trackers to industrial machinery and autonomous vehicles. What sets IoT apart is its ability to collect and analyse data in real time, enabling automation, efficiency improvements, and new insights into various aspects of our lives and industries. The growth of IoT devices has been exponential in recent years, fueled by advancements in connectivity, miniaturization, and data analytics. Today, there are billions of IoT devices deployed worldwide, with projections estimating that this number will continue to skyrocket in the coming years. By 2050, we're expecting over 100 billion IoT devices worldwide. In summary, IoT is transforming the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us, driving innovation, efficiency, and connectivity on an unprecedented scale. IoT is not without its challenges, though. First up, security concerns. IoT devices often collect and transmit sensitive data, making them lucrative targets for cyber attacks. Weak authentication mechanisms, insecure firmware, and unencrypted communication channels can leave devices vulnerable to hacking and data breaches. Ensuring end-to-end security from device authentication to data encryption is essential to safeguard IoT deployments against unauthorized access and malicious exploits. And then there are some interoperability issues. The vast array of IoT devices available on the market often operate on different communication protocols and standards, leading to interoperability challenges. Integrating devices from different manufacturers into a cohesive ecosystem can be complex and time-consuming. Standardization efforts, such as the development of common protocols like MQTT and CoAP, are underway to address interoperability issues and promote seamless device integration. As IoT deployments scale up to accommodate thousands or even millions of devices, managing and maintaining them becomes increasingly challenging. Manual integration and updates are impractical at scale, necessitating the adoption of centralized management solutions. Device management platforms that enable remote provisioning, monitoring, and firmware updates help streamline the management of large-scale IoT deployments, ensuring reliability and security across the network. IoT devices may operate in remote or challenging environments with limited connectivity, such as underground facilities or rural areas. Ensuring reliable connectivity and adequate network coverage in such environments can be a significant hurdle. Solutions like low-power wide-area networks or LPWANs, satellite communication, and mesh networking technologies extend connectivity to hard-to-reach locations, enabling IoT deployments in diverse environments. So, how do IoT devices integrate with Wi-Fi, in particular DrayTek Wi-Fi? You might have noticed that a lot of IoT devices often only support 2.4 GHz frequency. There are a few reasons for that. The first is that the 2.4 GHz band provides better coverage over longer distances compared to the 5 GHz band. This is particularly important for IoT devices that may be placed far from the router or access point, such as smart sensors, cameras, and home automation devices. Devices operating on the 2.4 GHz band typically consume less power than those on the 5 GHz band. This is crucial for battery-operated IoT devices, where extending battery life is a priority. The 2.4 GHz band has been around longer and is supported by a wider range of devices, including older firmware. Manufacturers often choose 2.4 GHz to ensure broad compatibility with existing network setups. Including dual-band 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz support in a device can increase its complexity and cost. By focusing on the 2.4 GHz band, manufacturers can keep IoT devices simpler and more affordable. And finally, while the 2.4 GHz band is more crowded due to the number of devices using it, many IoT devices are designed to handle this interference. For many simple IoT tasks, the bandwidth and speed limitations of 2.4 GHz are not an issue. It's good enough to get the job done. Does this mean all IoT devices only support 2.4 GHz? No. Some, like smart cameras, smart TVs, home automation hubs and voice assistants, also support 5 GHz. The benefits of 5 GHz in IoT devices include it's faster. 5 GHz offers higher data transfer rates, which is suitable for devices that require faster communication. The 5 GHz band is less crowded, reducing the chance of signal interference. More advanced IoT applications need higher bandwidth, such as video streaming or real-time data processing. And improved performance. 5 GHz offers a performance advantage in environments with many wireless devices. The latest DrayTek routers and access points support both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz wireless channels, making them compatible with most IoT devices available today. In recent years, DrayTek has also released Wi-Fi 6, that's 802.11ax routers, which further enhance data throughput on wireless LANs. Note that some models like the Vigor 167, 2962, 3910 and 3912 don't have built-in wireless capabilities. For those models, additional APs are required if Wi-Fi is needed. DrayTek routers also have some advantages when it comes to IoT. DrayTek routers are designed to support a wide range of IoT devices, ensuring seamless integration regardless of the protocol or standard used by the devices. They provide robust connectivity options, including Ethernet, Wi-Fi and cellular connections, allowing for a flexible deployment of IoT devices in various environments. Virtual LANs or VLANs allows the segmentation of a network into different logical groups, enhancing security and management. By isolating IoT devices into a dedicated VLAN, DrayTek routers prevent unauthorized access and limit the spread of potential security breaches. VLANs also help manage network traffic more efficiently, ensuring that critical IoT data is prioritized and not congested by other traffic. Quality of service or QoS features prioritize IoT traffic to ensure that critical data is transmitted with minimal delay and high reliability. This is particularly important for real-time applications such as surveillance systems, healthcare monitoring devices, and industrial automation, where latency and packet loss can have significant impact. DrayTek routers allow administrators to define QoS rules that allocate bandwidth based on the priority of the IoT application, ensuring optimal performance. Virtual private networks or VPNs built into DrayTek routers provide secure communication channels between IoT devices and central servers or data centers, protecting data in transit from interception and tampering. DrayTek routers support various VPN protocols, including IPsec, SSL and L2TP, offering flexibility in setting up secure connections. Site-to-site VPNs connect multiple locations securely, enabling centralized data collection and management from dispersed IoT devices. DrayTek routers also offer high availability or HA and load balancing features to ensure continuous network uptime and optimum bandwidth by distributing traffic load evenly across multiple connections. This is crucial for IoT deployments that require constant connectivity, such as smart city infrastructure and remote monitoring systems. DrayTek routers come with firewall capabilities to filter and monitor traffic. DOS defense, spoofing defense, and blacklist options can protect IoT devices from external threats. DrayTek routers are equipped for many real-world IoT applications. They can manage and secure various smart home devices, from thermostats and security cameras to lighting systems and smart appliances, ensuring they operate efficiently and securely. In industrial environments, that's industrial IoT or IIoT, DrayTek routers can be used to connect and protect machinery, sensors and control systems, facilitating automation and real-time monitoring. They can also be used in healthcare to secure connectivity for healthcare IoT devices, such as remote patient monitoring systems and medical equipment, ensuring patient data is protected and readily available to healthcare providers. Okay, let's take a look at an example. In this example, we want to access an IP camera remotely. This can be done in a couple of ways. The first method involves setting up port redirection on the router. To do that, log into the router's web interface and navigate to the NAT port redirection settings. Create a new port redirection rule and give it a name such as IP camera. Enter an external port number of your choice, for example 8080, and specify the internal IP address of your camera. Set the internal port number used by the camera, commonly port 80, and select the TCP protocol. Save the configuration to apply these settings. Once port redirection is set up, you can access your camera remotely. Find your public IP address, which can be obtained from your router status page or through an IP lookup service. Open a web browser and type the URL in the format your public IP : external port, replacing your public IP with your actual public IP address and the external port with the port number you configured. So for example, http://203.0.113.1:8080. Log in using your camera's credentials to view and manage your camera from anywhere you like. For a more secure way to access an IP security camera remotely, use a VPN. Begin by logging into the router's web interface and navigating to the VPN remote access section. Create a new dial-in VPN profile and configure the necessary settings, including VPN type, authentication, and encryption options. Save the configuration and ensure the VPN server is enabled. To connect securely, use the Smart VPN client on your device. Install and configure the client with the VPN profile details you set up on the router. Once connected, you'll have a secure tunnel to your home network. With the VPN connection active, open a web browser and enter the local IP address of the IP camera. This will allow you to access and manage the camera securely over the VPN connection, ensuring that your data is encrypted and protected from external threats, and no one else can log into the camera unless they also have the VPN details. So today we explored what IoT is and the challenges associated with IoT connectivity. We also looked at IoT and Wi-Fi and how it interacts with IoT devices. We discussed how DrayTek routers can integrate with IoT devices and went through a couple of methods to access an IoT device from a remote location. Okay, that's all for now, but please stay tuned. If you have any questions, we'll be available in the live chat on the right of your screen for the next 5 minutes. For more information about DrayTek products, please check out our website at www.draytek.com.au or send us an email to sales@draytek.com.au or give us a call on 02 9838 8899. Please like and subscribe below, and if you'd like a notification anytime we put up a new video, please select all from the subscribe drop-down menu as well. Thanks and bye for now.